Hello there, Rabbi. Say that's quite a pile.
And I can see the little green in your eyes, Joe.
Well, I mean, it's normal, isn't it? We look at somebody or something, or we look at something like that big pot. Somebody has got a lot of money, and we go, the first natural instinct is, gee, I wish I had that kind of money, or gee, I wish I had that kind of car, or gee, I wish I had fill in the blank. So that brings us to the last of our seven deadly sins, envy. And envy is obviously not a good thing. There's no way you can characterize it as a virtue or excusable. And yet it is such a part of our nature.
Ah, monsieur, I disagree. Because remember, we're talking about sin in Judaism, which means missing the mark. Sin is not a state of being. You're not sinful. You're not going to any bad places. It just means you didn't live up to your expectations. You didn't live up to God's teachings. You missed the mark. Just like with bowling or shooting or diving or the Olympics, you missed the mark. Okay. We need to look at our behavior. And to categorically state that something is wrong, and if you look back, I've never said that any of the seven deadly sins were categorically wrong. It's to excess. It's when they change us, when they control us. Because you said it so nicely. Being envious is normal, natural. It's a feeling, it's emotion. It comes over us. Now the question is, what do I do with that feeling? How do I respond to it? And if I allow it to ruin my relationships, to not let me enjoy life, then it becomes the sin. I miss the mark. But if I acknowledge, gee, you know what? I was looking at Facebook and I'm really envious of all those people on vacation in those fun places, eating all those great meals. And I sit back and go, yeah, those people are having a good time. Doesn't mean I'm having a bad time. So it's forcing me to confront my feelings and emotions. However, when that envy gets me to book a vacation I can't afford, to buy a car I can't afford. Do you know how many people in the United States have a 40, 50, 60, $70,000 car sitting in front of their house and they're struggling to make mortgage payments, to pay bills, and there's $70,000 of steel, well, fiberglass, sitting in front of their house doing little or nothing. And they bought it because of envy. That's what this becomes the sin. Rather than stopping and going, we don't need a third car or a second car, or what's reasonable? It's transportation. But we let our emotion, our envy that's there, as you pointed out, it's there. We let it control us rather than us controlling it. And that's what makes a sin in Judaism. That's why the seven deadly sins are deadly and why they miss the mark, because we let ourselves be controlled by this feeling rather than stopping and saying, yeah, I am jealous. I am envious. Let's acknowledge the feeling and not let it make our decisions for us so we get ourselves into trouble. It's very human.
Well, I know I enjoy whatever project we work on, Rabbi, whether it's a book, see Kickstarter for our latest project, or just talking to you and sharing your wisdom, wit, and comments. Thanks as always.
And just want to leave everyone, just remember, feelings are natural. We're going to have them. They become a sin. We miss the mark when we let the feeling control our behaviors rather than us stopping and saying, nah, I'm not going to do that.